And for the first time in weeks, rain is clearing for the Aloha State. But now the state is deep in the process of cleaning up and recovery. Listen to how residents are coming together to help each other.
Just coming off the street and offering help, dropping off wheelbarrows and shovels.
During the floods, we saw how self-reliant we needed to be, right? It was all left on us. We had to go get people, we had to feed people, we have to figure it out on ourselves.
Restore faith in humanity when people like this come out and support you across the board. I mean, people at my work, people from the community, people everywhere just showing up and been fantastic.
Now, joining us from the ground for a first-hand look at recovery is Fox Weather's Robert Ray, live from the island of Maui in Hawaii. Robert, you've been on the Hawaiian Islands for a couple of days now. What's the scene looking like where you're currently at?
Well, yeah, good afternoon, Bain, and everyone watching. We were in Oahu yesterday on the North Shore looking at the extensive damage in those neighborhoods and documenting it and listening to everyone. And then we flew to Maui yesterday afternoon. But gosh, look at the video from Oahu yesterday as we made our way from the North Shore to the Honolulu area where the airport is, and the incredible amount of rain that came in, creating flash flooding situations. I have to tell you, it was very perilous, and there were roadways that were getting shut down. There were roadways where you had to drive through a couple feet of water, and it was all rushing down the hillsides and the mountains, creating dangerous situations. On top of that, waterfalls from the top of mountains, flowing water hundreds of feet down because of the amount of rain that came down. It just showed you the fury of these Kona lows that came in and why it is so dangerous across the Hawaiian Islands. And now, where I'm standing in Maui, here you see the debris fields of vegetation, sand, and parts of structures. And I just want to walk you through where I'm standing. This is a road that has collapsed, eroded because of the power of the water that came in the past several days and week. And you look at the earth here, and I'm sinking a little bit. I got to be careful. You look at the earth just cut, wow, really sunk into that little spot. And the water just sitting at the base here, sand and soil. And I'm going to kind of walk over all of these boards, essentially play Frogger through this debris field. And all of this, sticks and wood and parts of structures, and you see the roadway here. This is just a cut right underneath here. The earth and all of this has fallen, and the ocean just right here. And I don't know if Vic David behind the lens, you could just see some of the water out there, and it is absolutely beautiful. But yet this is paradise in turmoil as far as some spots across Maui, Oahu, and other areas. The good news out of all this is that all of this rain, well, the heavy stuff, hopefully is on its way out. Thank God. Everyone here needs a break. And to listen to some of the people that we've talked to in the past couple of days, it's interesting. The Hawaiians really come together during struggles and disasters. We saw that in Lahaina with the fire in 2023. And we're going to go check out Lahaina that also had damage. But listen to these folks and what they told me.
The water come up really fast, and we can do nothing, just get out of the house and leave.
All you see is mud all over the place, inside the house and outside. It's all muddy and disaster. And all the houses behind my cousin's house is all went to the river.
Yeah. Yeah, the folks on Oahu's North Shore, not a good situation as they are cleaning up. And you're going to see they got a lot of work to do here in Maui. This is truly paradise. But, often when you have disasters come in, paradise becomes something that folks want to leave. And there are a lot of tourists on the ground here. And I can tell you this morning, leaving our hotel, a sigh of relief as people walked out and said, okay, this is finally Hawaii. The past days have been nothing short of difficult. Bain?
Robert, it's devastating seeing the images that you provided, that locals have provided of what's been going on there. I'm curious, locals, this is their home, and people have lived on this island for years, decades, family and friends. Has anyone indicated that they've seen anything to this caliber, to this extent of flooding before on the islands?
No, everybody says this is the worst they've seen. And you know, historically, as far as data goes, it's the worst that the islands have seen in over 20 years. But, you know, when you talk to locals, even the old timers, they'll tell you, you know, they've never seen extreme fury like this. How fast these systems moved in, how hardcore they, you know, basically engulfed the mountains and all of the communities. So no, it's been a tough go, and frankly, it's been a tough go for Hawaii the past few years in general as far as natural disasters. Again, Lahaina fire in 2023. We've had volcanoes that continue to erupt here on this beautiful, you know, chain of islands in the middle of the North Pacific Ocean, and then now this flooding. And by the way, also we had a hurricane that we covered live on Fox Weather a couple years ago, right off of the Big Island. Didn't make a direct impact, landfall rather, but impacts were felt. So it's been a ride the past couple years in beautiful Hawaii.
Yeah, to say the least. I mean, Hawaii has been through a lot over the past 5 or 10 years or so, and, you know, still a long ways to go with all the recovery efforts for what's been going on with all these kona lows moving through the area. Robert, you're doing a great job out there. Thanks for being out there with us. That's our Robert Ray. We'll be checking in with you later on. Thank you again.